Facebook Live. I'm Officer Pres with Angleton Police Department. I am the Public Information Officer. And I would like to go over a few incidents that occurred last night on December 1st, 2021 at approximately 2100 hours. There were a string of armed robberies that occurred within a 2-mile radius of each other. Our information is preliminary right now. We are working with other local law enforcement agencies to gather more information on the possible suspects. We have several eyewitnesses that placed what appear to be 2 white males and 1 black female, all wearing dark baggy clothing. They were seen to be wearing blue face masks that cover the lower parts of their faces. The males were both wearing baseball-style hats that were black, while the female suspect had blonde hair. The first robbery occurred in the 400 block of West Live Oak when an elderly female was unloading groceries from the trunk of her vehicle when the 2 males approached her and demanded that she give them her purse. The female suspect had what appeared to be a black handgun in her hand. The elderly female did retrieve her purse and give it to one of the males. The elderly female then fled into her home and eventually ran to a neighbor's house to call 911. She did not have a direction of travel, nor did she see if the suspect fled on foot or in a car. The second robbery occurred in the 100 block of South Paris Street. The female suspect was seen walking up to vehicles parked in a driveway of a residence and was attempting to gain access to the inside of the vehicle by popping the lock. The owner of the vehicle heard a noise outside and came to investigate and saw the female suspect. She grabbed a black pistol from her jacket and pointed at the man and demanded that he open the vehicle for her. The vehicle owner typed in the door panel code and opened the vehicle. The female suspect then grabbed 2 rifle cases from the back of the vehicle and ran towards a white and colored Sentra that was waiting down the street. While the female suspect was running, she did drop one of the rifle cases. The owner of the vehicle was able to make out the last 4 of the license plate on the suspect vehicle, and then the owner went back to his residence, dialed 911. He was not able to give officers a direction of travel. The third robbery occurred at 2304 West Mulberry at the Buc-ee's gas station. The suspects drove up to one of the gas pumps where a female was filling up her car. One of the male suspects walked up to her and demanded she give him her wallet and her keys. The female described the male suspect as being tall with dark brown eyes. She believes that he was pointing a gun at her, but she was not sure. The female gave him her keys as well as her purse. The male suspect then got back into the white Sentra that was being driven by the other male subject, and they drove off. The female ran to the gas station and was able to get the store manager to call 911. Due to the nature of the calls and the volume, officers were dispatched to each location. Upon arriving, officers were able to gather as much information as possible, but luckily Buc-ee's does have lots of cameras, and we were able to gain more information, and we're able to pull video footage of the suspect vehicle and the direction of travel that they went. Buc-ee's has also provided the Angleton Police Department with still photos of the vehicle with the license plate. The vehicle description does match the second victim's vehicle description as well as the license plate. We were able to run the vehicle information through our databases, and the vehicle did come back stolen out of Houston, Texas. We have reached out to HPD in regards to where the vehicle was stolen and if they had any leads on possible suspects. We believe that the suspects chose this area of town because they had ease of access to the 288 freeway that would let them flee quickly back northbound. I know there are several questions, but hopefully with the next few statements, I'm able to answer most of them. As for now, we are doubling our nightly close patrols of high traffic areas and will be actively patrolling the neighborhoods throughout the evening as well as throughout the night. We believe these were isolated incidents and do not believe the suspects will return. We ask that the community be vigilant, and if anyone should have reason to be afraid or feel uncomfortable, to please reach out to the police department and relay any information that you would believe is pertinent. Angleton, Texas is a very welcoming community, and I understand at times that we feel like there is no crime, but please be vigilant and take precautions to secure your belongings and do not leave valuables inside of vehicles overnight. As we gain more information on the incidents that occurred yesterday evening, I will be updating the community via the Angleton Police Department Facebook page. Please do not get online and start rumors. Again, we believe these were isolated incidents and have no further evidence that the suspects will return. Thank you, and the Angleton Police will continue to protect and serve this community in any way that we can.